Yo, 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 welcome to Crate 808, and today we are talking Slaughterhouse. All you hip-hop heads out there know there has been some drama on that front, and Joell Ortiz and Crooked Eye brought out the rise and fall of Slaughterhouse, so we had to dig into it and, go into a bit of drama hour. So yes, there you go. Let us know what you think to the whole Slaughterhouse debacle. Can they get back together? Do you want to hear more for them? Who do you think's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Let us know, man. Let us know what you think as well in the comments. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's get involved. So without further ado, it's just sad to see such a, like he says in the album, one of the best groups of all time, see them like this. Yeah, fucking hell. It's just not messy, but sad, I suppose is the word. But yeah, which one should we talk about?
Well, we've already started talking. We've literally just started talking about Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. Let's go into that.
So let's go.
It's basically Ringo and the fifth Beatle doing an album together, going, I wish they'd get back together. It's kind of what that's the joke. It's not really. It's not really.
I can't have that. I was going to say, but look at Ray's face. Oh, he didn't know what to do.
No, I actually like. Ray's put me on to Crooked Eye. Definitely.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, I definitely have more appreciation after Ray bought in the Weeklies mixtape, even though it was a mixtape and it was from the year before. And it wasn't supposed to be there.
But it's sick though, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he's kind of jumped over now that Joe Budden wanks off dogs, and that's official. I can't really listen to Joe as much, but Crooked's jumped him. Royce is still top, but then Crooked. Joell Ortiz is another. He's great, but I'm not that. He's a great lyricist. He's just his flow's not that interesting to me. So I've never been. But the album's good. I like a bit of gossip. Little bit of gossip. It's just a gossip album, isn't it?
I mean, it is, but it's also. We were just talking about, Benny and Conway and authenticity, and this is as well, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it is authentic, and look, I don't keep up with the gossip the same as Cam does, and watch the videos and all the rest of it. But how can you not have seen? I've just seen that clip. When. Joell Ortiz is saying something to Joe Budden, and Joe Budden says, "Yeah, fuck you, I won't do that," and he's like, "All right, then fine," and he hangs up. That whole thing.
No. It goes like this, just so you know, just people who haven't watched it. There's a chat going on, and then what I gathered is Joell says, go out there and support the album, his new album, and Joe Budden just goes, suck my dick. What? And you're like, what? That is so what? And
what album? Like, which album?
You gotta remember that. We're gonna remember that. He's like, and then he puts the phone down, and it's just shit. Yo. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you'll be kept up to date with all that we're doing. And also, man, get involved in the YouTube comments. Man, we love hearing from you fellow hip-hop heads. We love nerding out. So bring those takes and just bring that flavour, man, and we might even shout you out on the show. So yes, appreciate all the support. Now, back to the episode.
Which album is that? It's about the latest album. Is that what they're talking about?
I think it's probably Joell's latest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's not about this album.
He doesn't mean this album, does he?
I don't think so. No, because look, Joe Budden. I want you to support this album where we rip the shit out of you constantly on every single track. And that's what's really enjoyable.
I didn't think it was that bad, them ripping it. They kind of were quite mature about it. It was an addition.
No, but they say actual. Well, look, I'm presuming things that actually happened. Like Joe Budden going behind the scenes trying to make money for himself, and not supporting them, and just generally being a bit of a backstabbing little dickhead. So, which kind of rings true. Like I can't explain why I don't like Joe Budden, but I just kind of that sounds like something
he's a narcissist, isn't he?
He just seems like a bit of a dick. I ain't got time for him.
I see that, but after when you actually listen to a bit of Budden's music, we all have, but when you actually listen to him talk, I don't know, mate. I don't know if I would say he feels like he has principles to me. I don't know what it is about
mate.
him.
I followed the podcast beef he had with the two guys that he screwed over.
I don't listen to that. But
he's got a history of screwing people over. I literally didn't know this. What has he done?
I'd like to,
from what I sort of was quite interested in it, because I did listen to that podcast for a bit, and the other two guys and what they were talking about and him, I sort of when it got kind of interested in it, and it did come across, just as an outsider obviously, but he came across really badly from the stuff that
the whole thing,
because he's sort of corroborated certain stuff they've said, but then he's like, well, I'm still right. Like stuff to do with accountancy and stuff like that. He didn't want them to have rights over certain things. He's one of those people who wants everything and he doesn't want anyone else. Sad. He wants people to be underneath him, kind of thing. From what I've seen.
This is the thing,
that comes across. Yeah.
This is the only problem with this album. Like, I understand what it is for, what service it is functioning for. They are saying their side of the story and trying to explain to the fans of the group, like us, what's happening, their side of it. Absolutely. As a body of work that I may go revisit, it doesn't feel like that to me. It feels like a pulse check of where they're at right now. Amazing rhyming, absolutely. Like, you know, the way they rhyme, but you're always, that's Crooked Eye never spits a bad rhyme. Like, you know what I mean? It's always, that's how good he is he's always going to deliver something of interest. It's a pity it's a lot about it is this. It's also a pity that Royce is involved, because when you talk about Principal, he does sound like he genuinely has them. I know he's had beef with Lupe. I know he's had beef in the past with other people, but I think he puts, again, I've not followed this very well. So me saying these things, remember, they're coming from maybe a very limited point of view.
Jan would like to point out for future interview purposes that he's on everyone's side.
I like everyone.
No. The things I have spotted, where was it Royce said something like, imagine you all buy a house and you're all paying for that house, then two people go off and do other things and burn down the house, you not told you about it. And the way his analogy worked, I think obviously he's probably a retort to this album, right? That's the Instagram post. So I'm imagining he's talking about Joell, and I imagine he's talking about Crooked Eye. It sounds like a lot of it is about therapy and communication.
That doesn't ring true though. Like if we're accepting the stuff they're saying is true from their perspective, it sounds like because Crick talks about he brought a 7-figure deal to the table, and Joe Budden didn't even call him back. I mean, look, maybe he didn't get the message. Maybe there's anything thing. Maybe there's an explanation. But why wouldn't you just explain?
I guess I can see from their point of view that like they both Budden and Royce can make money elsewhere, whereas the other two can't, which makes this whole thing seem a bit like, okay, well, you know, it's not on them.
Well, Crook's got his own Crook's Corner.
Yeah, but why is he doing this album if it's going so well? This whole album does reek a little bit.
Because he's a fucking hip hop artist, and wants to make music.
You need to have these two guys here to do it. Like, why? Just make music.
I think it's
because Slaughterhouse was a thing, and they're trying to. Ideally, you want to bring Slaughterhouse to the table, don't you? And the thing is, like I said,
but why? I said the other own music.
What do you mean? Why?
What saying is
it's the same reason we do a podcast about 90s hip hop.
I'm doing a money symbol. I'm doing a money symbol.
No, it isn't. It's nothing to do with that.
Fans. It's for fans.
You think
it's for the fans? I find this is to explain.
You think I wouldn't make a word association album tomorrow if everyone was back in?
Word association was Ray's crew and was fucking brilliant back in the day. Big up Remy, man.
Word a sock.
This whole thing would be Ray. If Cam quit the podcast tomorrow, would you be like, Jambo, let's carry it on. Let's do our own podcast.
Mate, I've already got Crate 809 in the works. It's already in the background. I'm waiting for it to all fall apart. And then I'm going to Joe Budden the shit out of this.
Amazing. Before we cap off this chat then about the Slaughterhouse, the album itself, Ray, do you think it's going to be one that you're probably going to go back to in this year? And already tracks that you think are just like...
It's definitely... It's going to get... The Backstage is amazing because...
It's good.
Yeah, that's it's an amazing concept track, and it's also talking about, you know, when they were mates, when they enjoyed it, and the stuff they loved about, you know. So it's not just all like Budden's a dick, Budden's a dick, Budden's a dick. He is, but that's what some of the other tracks are about. Look, Mama, I made it. I want to hear it. I'm a bit like, is this a bit cheesy? And then you hear it and like, yeah, this is sick. I feel it. Unashamedly would.
I knew you'd like that one.
It's cool, and because, you know, it's honest as well. But I think
Vacancy. You got to talk about Vacancy. Vacancy's the track off the album that I'd probably put on a playlist.
Vacancy as well. Yeah, I mean, because that's that's the first one, isn't it? But it's also it was came out as a. Did it come out as a single, or is that just Spotify?
I think so. It came out first. Yeah. Still in my feelings. Brothers Keepers 2. I do. Yeah, they're good tracks. I just don't know how much I'm going to go back to.
None of it. It's all average. It was a good listen once or twice, but after that, nah, just not enough.
Whatever. It's in my regular playlist.
Not personal attack. I'm just saying my opinion, Ray.
No, he's fine.
I think King Crooked might be in my top 5
all time.
Yeah.
How are you landing that? We've got to get on with the show, man. Why are you saying things like...
It's like Fox News. He just says anything to just get the listeners to get frantic.
I love fucking... Look, and it might be rappity rap. I don't give a fuck.
No, I think he says shit.
He's good. He does. I don't think he's a bad rapper. He's just not...
It's content packed. Like, there's one line in here. You know, look, I love it when you have lines, when you hear them and you're like, oh, shit. And you have to pause the track and go and have a moment. But
yeah,
I grew up with Crip signs. I threw up. They dress like suicide bombers. They blew up.
Come on, mate. Like, no, that isn't. That isn't the one. That isn't. Why does he do this?
While he's away, can we just say, like, is he all right? Left. Is he all right with takes like that? Is he okay?
I think he's okay. Look
how much
mind you, Ray. Hey, shit. Let's remind one, the listeners, but two, James. The last time this happened on the show, you want to know what it was, James? The last time this happened on the show?
What, when he walked off? He walked out of his apartment and the door... No. He had to hold the door shut. The door open to make sure it didn't shut. That was brilliant.
I do remember that.
I didn't have my keys in my pocket. Anyway,
it was this last 808th chamber, and he left the room when I recited an Earl Sweatshirt bar.
Oh shit! That's definitely a must watch. Then I need to see that.
Don't remember that.
That was but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it.
Thing is,
go to the listeners, because there's some great comments. I've been laughing at some of the comments in here. Who's the Ringo of Slaughterhouse, and by extension, who's most to do Thomas the Tank Engine voiceovers?
Come on, that is ridiculous.
That's Joell Ortiz. Come on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I don't know why, but it is Joell Ortiz, isn't it?
He's the worst. He's the worst in Slaughterhouse, right?
No, Budden is by far the worst. Because Cam tried to defend Joe Budden. Said, no, he's got some lyrics. And I was like, cool, let me go back to the Slaughterhouse album.
I think Joe Budden has.
No, he hasn't. You're wrong.
Empirical data. Some empirical data for you
this. My Joe Budden knowledge of actual rap, I haven't got it on me right now.
No, you don't need to. Don't even do the work. Don't research it. Don't waste your time.
Do you know what? Joel probably is the better lyricist, but Joe's got a bit more entertaining stuff.
His voice.
Yeah.
His voice is...
Joel's voice is a bit irritating.
But we'll always have hip-hop. I love that track.
That is a good track.
Ninja Rose, Stove God got 3 albums finished, apparently. That's unreal. Fully produced. I do remember hearing this. Yeah, fully produced by Rock. Ninja Rose also says Rick Ross's music equals vapid. Yeah, like that. Osman, it is what Osman did say. It's all an exaggeration. Benny might have been hustling, but he was hardly Prop Joe. And also, who is the Ringo of Slaughterhouse, as we just said, by extension, who is most likely to Thomas the Tank and voiceovers. Brilliant. Nick Sheffield, Toby. Oh, sorry, yeah, you're talking about playlists there. Good work. Steve Piper, I suspect that West Side Gun's Dope Spot may have not had 2 Van Goghs in it, but that's fine. I actually agree. Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I hate to say this, but I'm going anyway, that the Slaughterhouse albums felt like Eminem's Kamikaze album, just too whingy, says Ninja
It was Rose. A whingy album. I'm really surprised by you guys who can't see that it's a bit of a, I don't know.
No.
It's a bit whack, don't you think?
I don't think it's a whinge thing. Like, I like Kamikaze though as well. Yes, he is whinging on there that, you didn't. Yeah, your last album was awful, Em. But if it makes you do Kamikaze, kind of here for it, because I liked Kamikaze. But, again, this is one of the things where I just think I'm going to revisit, as I said. But I was under the impression that Rapity Rap refers to artists who only rap about how good they are at rapping, says Steve Piper. I will extend that. Yeah, you're right. There is this Rapity Rap, genres of Rapity Rap. Some genres of Rapity Rap are, yes, you are saying stuff, but you're putting it in such intricate, wordplay that sometimes the actual essence of what you're trying to say is lost. But there's also Rapity Rap, which is just is just vacant, but sounds amazing, which is fine.
But the perfect combination is content and style Why would you not aim for that?
Eminem has always been the best rappity rapper because he brings all of his personal life to it.
Incorrect.
Who is?
No, because he's not the best rappity rapper. He's just the best rapper. Saying rappity rap is like, we'll put you over there with the children's corner. It's like, no, I don't accept the phrase rappity rap because. But
he's battle rapper. He's the one who brought the battle rap style. The battle rap style being I rap better than you. But he added in all his personal life, and then he has all the styles.
He's not a rappity rapper. He can do that, and can do this, and can do that. What does he do?
What are the other styles he does?
I'm not listing styles. I don't even.
Well, he can do all the
styles. He just doesn't do them.
What are the styles?
He just doesn't do them as much. That's the problem. He does the same style. He has an array of them.
He makes up completely new ones. I sit back with this bag, loads of different.
There's a reason he's memeable now. Is because it sounds this to people who are. I feel like. We're doing an Eminem album coming out soon. I've listened to a lot of Marshall Mathers, a lot of Slim Shady, a lot of Eminem show. Fuck me, he was incredible because he didn't have to dress it up. He could just say some powerful shit without having to dress it up in. It's like, oh no, you don't need to do that. You can do, and I like a mix. He just hasn't got a mix anymore. Whereas on Kamikaze, I think it's probably the last time he had that mix where it was like, on Mood to Be Murdered By, he doesn't have a mix of it. Whereas Mood to Be Murdered By, you can compare to Relapse, and and I know people hate Relapse for the whiny voice and the weird accent he puts on, but I fucking love it. And it's odd. It's an odd album. But anyway
just back to my point quickly. Eminem, battle rapper who added his personal life to it. Therefore, it became artistically good and people really loved it. There aren't any other battle rappers who've come as close to him in being in that level. He's the top. He's the top battle rapper. Yeah. That's in terms of artistic and commercial success. You can't. That's what I was saying, Ray.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, you could even say just top rapper if you're talking about artistic and commercial success.
Thank you.
He is probably the top rapper.
Not artistic. Because he has not artistic success.
No, sorry, commercial.
Yeah, commercial success. Yeah.
Yeah.
But battle
artistic
rapper
is different. But I'm saying if you put them together, you can't deny that the statement he's made in hip hop, but also people still fucking listen to him, man. People are still listening to him. He's getting billions of streams. Like, he's got that commercial appeal.
It's because loads of people, when they were like 18 to 25, he came out then, and they all just loved it. And he's white as well. It's kind of like his music is not, his back catalogue is overrated.
We'll go into that.
Another time. Let's go into that
another time.
It probably is. It probably is.
So there you go. Joell Ortiz, Crooked Eye. They brought it this year. They brought it with all this music for us fans, just to get a bit of an idea on what's happening with this group. But yes, let us know what you think once more. And next up, we have got some more reviews for you with some Lord Queso. All you indie hip hop heads know who I'm talking about. What a brilliant project he's brought out this year. More Chores, that's coming up. And we've also got some RJ Payne talk for you guys out there as well. That's on the next episode. We've done Cities of Eve review. We've done a Conway review, we've done a Benny review. Go check those as well and let us know what you think, and spread the love, man. Let everyone know. Right, peace. Boom.